And you got to tell you, Yumi, the hair is looking epic, dude. Absolutely
Dude, I need
phenomenal. Hey?
thank you, but I really need to cut my hair. It's literally hard for me to see. It's like covering half of my like field of vision.
Yeah. So
But
then
yeah,
you can just tell people I've seen everything I need to see already. So it's cool.
no, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
100%. So, Yuri, welcome to Coffee and Conversations with Champions, the powerlifting edition. Got to give you one of these and one of
Thank you
these.
very much for having me.
It's awesome to be chatting to you. I know we've been trying to get this together for a while and things were just
Oh yeah.
a little bit chaotic, but it's absolutely epic to be chatting to you. So, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
No, an absolute pleasure. So, for those people who are watching and don't yet know you, you notice I said yet know you because they will, because your posting and stuff is epic. People have got to give you a follow. Um,
Thank you.
Give us a little bit of a rundown as to who is Yumi, who you are, and how did you find powerlifting?
Okay, so I'm just like, every other kid that just wanted to, look jack to be strong, and I just started training like that. And afterwards, just went into the gym, just did squat, bench, deadlift. I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty fun. I was like, okay, I want to keep on doing this. I just like, searched up on YouTube. I found out that it was actually a sport like powerlifting, and afterwards I just kept on going, got a coach, started training. I was like, okay, I'm gonna compete for fun, and yeah, here I am.
And there you go. And that's it. So, tell us about your first competition.
Oh, my first competition. It was, it was, I, it was funny. If I could describe it in a word, it would be
Hmm.
funny because
Right?
I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. Like
Yeah.
I went there with my friend that I still train with. I'm gonna go train with him later. Kevin, I was at the competition with Kevin, and we were really clueless. We had no idea how attempts worked. Like we didn't know we had to give in an attempt card. We knew we had to give in an opener, but at first
Yes.
we didn't even know it was in kilos. So I
Right.
was about to open at like 400 kilos on squat, as you can imagine. But anyways, we had no idea what we were doing, and I didn't know how jumps work because like.
Mm-mm.
My first attempt, I remember I took like 180 or something. I went to 200, and afterwards it didn't move the best, like on
Mm-mm.
squat, and I still decide, why not make a 15 kg jump?
Yep.
And I ended doing the same jump on bench. As you know, like come on, no one jumps 15 kilos on bench, almost never, right?
Yeah.
It's just that I'm on my deadlift from my first to second, my friend didn't give it an attempt card, so it automatically went up by 2.5, right?
2.5. Oh no. Right.
And the probably the better decision that I could have made was just to not go for the second and go for a heavier third. But I didn't know that. I took the second and felt my third. It was just like it was a nice experience because I
Mm.
got to see like everyone who was there. I got to talk to with a lot of new people, like two of them who are very, very close friend of mine today that I met at that first
Right.
meet. Yeah, it was just really nice.
Oh, phenomenal. So did you sort of you formed some friendships at that first competition, started to
Oh yeah.
pick up and things started to go well. Tell us about what that first experience in the community was like at the competition for you.
It was just like everyone's so nice. Everyone's so like supportive. Like in powerlifting, it's generally hard to find people who are not supportive and like generally want you to do good. Like I
Hmm.
might meet like, let's say, oh, I forgot to bring my baby powder. You can go to almost any powerlifter and
Yep.
they'll be like, here, man, take my baby powder. It's just everyone's so nice and supportive.
And so helpful.
And
Yeah.
when like they're always happy to help out. It's just generally amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal. So from that competition, what was your journey like?
Oh, from that competition, after my first competition, I knew I wanted to do this like long term. I was like, man,
Mm-mm.
this is so fun. I love it. I want to keep on doing it. Right after that competition, I got a coach
Mm-hmm.
and I started just, building strength with my old coach because I have a new one now. But I
Okay.
was with him, I was like building up to a meet. I did my first meet was called Barbell Bash 3.
Mm-hmm.
My second meet, I did the Barbell Bash 4, which was the year after, and it went pretty well. I think that was probably my best meet today because I went 9 for 9,
Oh wow,
and I like
fantastic.
I PR'd all of my lift.
Right.
But yeah, that was a really, really good meet. After that, I signed off for centrals because my coach, my old coach, he told me, "Oh, I need to do centrals, then
Mm.
provincials to be able to do nationals, right?" And at
Yep.
that time, I was like, "Man, it would be so cool to compete at nationals," is what I thought. So did centrals, got second place, went pretty well. Did profs, ended up getting second place again. Now you can kind of start to see a little pattern.
Yeah.
You can
Yep.
kind of start to see a little pattern. Profs got second place. Didn't really go that great. Didn't have the meet I wanted, but it only motivated me to do better. So at
Mm.
Westerns, I did much, much better. But then again, also second place. Also second place at Westerns. Qualified for Commonwealth, I ended up not going to because I had like a traveling problem, like with
Mm.
my visa
Okay.
specifically. So I couldn't.
Don't,
And after that,
don't worry about it. I was supposed to do a trip to Dubai this coming week, and I
uh,
couldn't go because my passport was only has only got 4 months left on it. So I never mind a visa, but I made such an amateur mistake and blew that trip. So don't feel so bad, dude.
yeah, that's how I
Yep.
felt like. But that still
Mm.
taught me a lot of things. Like,
Yep.
I was like, it really sucked because 2024 was a really, really hard year for me, just like
Sure.
with everything that was going on in my
Mm.
life too. Like, it was pretty hard. But then, like, I thought Commonwealth, it would be like, like the finally, oh, things start to go well. I get to go to Commonwealth. I get to have fun with my friends. Then I didn't go.
Mm.
It felt like unfair in a way.
Yeah,
It's like,
for
why, like,
sure.
why did I have to go through all of that? And at the end, everything that I worked for, like the entire summer, I was prepping for Commonwealth, and I end up not going. Like that made me really, really sad. But at the same time, here this brings me back to the community. I have a lot of great friends. I have my coach, I have my friend Claude, who
Hmm.
actually went to Commonwealth.
Right.
I have my other friend, like her name is Destiny, like just a bunch of people like that reach out to me, and I was texting them, and they're telling me like Destiny, she said something like, oh, like I broke my foot, and she couldn't compete for a very long time, and she ended up doing really well. As a matter of fact, she's going to NAPFs too.
Oh wow.
She's gonna
Okay.
be going to
Awesome.
NAPFs with me. So that's really, really nice. It's just like, like when things happen to you, bad things happen to you, you have two choices. You either let it like you either let it ruin you, or you're just like, okay, you take it as an opportunity to grow. After I didn't go.
So you're getting a round of applause. Love that, man. Yeah.
But yeah, I after I didn't go to Commonwealth, I was just like, ah man, there's nothing I can do. I'm
Mm.
just gonna do what I can, control what I can, and
Yeah.
do my best for nationals. But then again, I got second again at nationals, and this nationals, it was really interesting.
Hmm.
Like, I don't like before when I competed, I was always nervous, like everyone before their first meet, they can't you always hear stuff like, "Oh man, I couldn't even sleep because I
Mm-hmm.
was too nervous." All this and that, very excited, which is really normal. I had that for my first few meets at well because it's a normal thing to have. But at this meet, it was really weird. Like I didn't feel nervous nor excited. Be- And it's just like it's the biggest meet of my life up to this point. I was like, it's so weird that I can't even get nervous for it. Maybe partially due to because last year Westerns and this year
Mm.
Nationals was actually at the same place. Like it
Okay.
was both at Musa. So like a lot of things were similar, went to the same hotel
Mm-mm.
and blah blah blah. It's at the same venue. So it's like, oh, I was like, it might be just things are the same. That's why I can't really get excited because I've already seen this. But even as I was competing, like I was about to step on the platform, I wasn't really like nervous or excited. I was just mostly confident. Like that
Right.
was the first time that I competed, I genuinely felt confident. My prep went really well. I was happy with it. And I was like, man, I really think I'm going to win. Like this is the first time I was like, okay, I'm really, really think I'm going to win. But then on meet day, like it was just on meet day, let's start off with squats if you don't mind.
Sure. Yep. And
Squats,
mm,
I did my warm-ups. Felt a little bit heavy, but like like my coach, everyone who's there's like, yo, it's
mm,
moving so fast. Like your squat has never moved this fast. Right? I was like, okay, I was happy to hear that. I did my first attempt. A it felt all right, but then my coach comes like, man, look at this. You have to see this. Did you see how fast you just did your first attempt?
Yeah.
He showed. I looked at it. I was like, oh, okay, man. I didn't know he went that well. So
Mm.
I was really happy. But at the same time, my legs were cramping
Right.
after I
Oh.
did that attempt. It was cramping really badly. And for my second, as I was unracking the bar, my leg was also cramping. So I had this issue with my legs cramping, which has been happening for the past couple of meets.
Mm.
And I'm still trying to figure out what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's just me not consuming enough electrolyte,
Yeah.
particularly potassium.
Okay.
So I think that could be the issue that me and my coach were looking into it.
Mm.
But because of that, my second attempt was 287.5 kilos,
Mm-hmm.
and I my goal was just the low 300. Like 300 kilos on squat.
Yeah.
It's so nice. But my coach was like, I don't know, with your legs cramping, like on the spot, we thought we made the best decision possible
Mm.
because my legs were cramping and I didn't know how I was gonna react to the third attempt. So we're just like, okay, we'll take a safe 10-kilo jump. Ended up doing 297.5. It moved so fast with room for I really think I had like 305 kilos on that day, so that was kind of a shame, just like 7.5 kilo that I could have gotten on squat.
Mm.
I
Mm.
didn't, but at the same time, it was just like we couldn't pick that, like we didn't know how it was gonna work. The competition was so packed, there was like 5 lifters in total,
Sure.
and each lifter were like 5-10 kilos away from each other. So
Mm.
if you miss a lift, you're pretty much out.
Right.
So it's like you couldn't miss a lift. My legs were already cramping. So we were like, okay, we're just load a safe third.
Yeah.
Just load a
Yeah.
safe third. Ended up doing it with a lot of space. So like that's kind of a shame. And on bench opener moved a bit iffy.
Right.
But the second actually ended up moving better than the first.
Mm.
So but at the same time, like the second attempt was 152 kilos. We didn't
Okay.
want to take a big risk and jump
Mm.
seven and a
Mm.
half, so
Mm.
we just
Mm.
jumped five. And the third attempt ended up moving with more room, just like on squad. I probably had like 162 on the day. It was
Sure.
just like this. And also on deadlift, it just like first attempt, second attempt, it went super well. And like after the second attempt, I was like, man, I'm sure I have that third. I was like,
Mm. Mm.
I know what I have to pull to win. And I was like, man, I'm so sure that I can do it. But on my third deadlift attempt, this is really unfortunate. And like they loaded my bar, everything like bars loaded, they
Mm.
brushed the
Mm.
bar, they put it down, they started rolling it. And then like my coach already opened the ammonia bottle, like I
Mm. Mm.
sniffed it, I
Mm.
was ready to go. And then there's always a person that tell you to, oh, okay, like you can go do your attempts now, like, or
Yeah.
you,
Your
you should keep on
TC.
going,
Yep.
right? Yeah, yeah. So as he was about to tell me to go, he did this. He's like, no, 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 don't go, because someone actually ended up changing their third attempt deadlift. So I
Yeah.
was about to go. I was like super like focused. Then I just kind of got like my bubble just kind of got like burst. Like I
Right.
was like, oh, what is going on? Like why am I not going? And who's going before me? I was just like, that really, I think my coach said it, and I believe it too. Like if that
Mm.
hadn't happened, I think I would have the third deadlift, which
Mm.
would
Mm.
have ended up have me win the competition. But just like it felt like everything on the day just like was against me to
Right.
win
But
in a
you
way.
you but hold on, you still got second.
Yeah, I still got second. Yeah.
So not too bad. That's one of the things with the lifts when there's always more in the tank and you play it cautiously. It can be very frustrating because you think, oh man, I had so much more. But we don't know what would have happened if we lifted,
Exactly.
that more weight. If you had done it with the cramps, maybe you might have hurt something which would have messed you for the bench and the deadlifts.
Yeah.
So listen, that's still absolutely phenomenal. You're getting one of these because,
Thank you.
that's
Appreciate it.
nothing to be ashamed of, and it is something to be really proud of. What did you think
Thank
of
you.
the competition, by the way? I heard the venue was absolutely phenomenal for nationals.
Oh, no, no, no. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was done by the same people.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure Ria and Ryan
Yep.
Stain. Like
Yep.
a huge shout out to them. Like they're
Awesome.
absolutely amazing. The meet was absolutely fantastic. it was even better than Western's last year. They had this poster like with the national like the
Mm,
Canadian powerlifting logo,
mm-hmm.
and with it on there was everyone who competed at the event, their names.
Oh,
Like it
wow.
that was just so
Phenomenal.
cool. It was really nice. They had a Team Canada shirt for people who win their like weight class to sign on it. I was just
Mm-hmm.
like felt it was like super like it was so nice. It's probably like the best meet I have done for sure.
Epic. We chatted to you on the podcast, and we're going to be chatting to the two Ryans as well soon. So we're really looking
Oh,
forward to that, which is absolutely phenomenal. But now talking about, we were chatting about Commonwealth and
oh,
visa problems for Commonwealth. I don't think you're going to have any problems next year because you guys are hosting Commonwealth.
oh, yeah.
So it's going to be in Canada. Are you going to go out for that? Are you going to give it a go?
If I qualify for it, which I think I will be able to, I absolutely will go. Like
100%.
it's for sure. Like when's the next time you're gonna have an international competition in your own country,
Yep,
especially Commonwealth that happens every 2 years. So just
absolutely.
like it doesn't take. First of all, like just the cost to do an international event, it's a lot, and then like to have the opportunity to have Commonwealth be in my own country, I'm like it's
A
too nice of an
no-brainer, right?
opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Like I
Yeah.
come on.
Now, Yumi, you got to say you're going to win. You're going to compete, and it's going to be awesome to meet you there in person.
Oh,
Because
oh, you're coming too?
yeah, I got to get there. I'm going to do everything that I can to get over there. Then at least we can do another of our interviews in person as
Oh,
well. So
that would be
with the
so
medal around
nice.
your neck, absolutely. It'll be very
Hopefully.
okay, 100%. Very, very cool. So for you, for the balance of the year, what are you looking at doing? Have you got any comps that are coming up that you'd like to do, or are you just focusing on training? What are the plans for the rest of 2025?
Rest of 2025. Okay,
Mm,
as you know, there was a pretty big change
mm-hmm.
that was announced like 3 weeks back. Like IPF said they were banning all the stiff sleeves.
Yep.
Like that at first it didn't really affect me. But I was kind of sad that I after NAPF I won't be able to wear those sleeves again
Yep.
because for NAPF, if you didn't know, for Canada at least, if you're competing at Worlds or North Americans, you're obligated to wear like all SBD, like Team
Yep.
SBD Canada gears because they're sponsoring the meet. They're giving you
Yes.
like their equipment for free. So I'm not forced to wear SBD sleeves. I'm choosing to wear SBD
Mhm.
sleeves out of like the generosity from SBD Canada, and I'm just like this great opportunity to
I mean,
represent my
and which
country.
is Ria and Ryan, right? So that's what's so cool
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh man, like I was like I thought I was never gonna be able to train with the stiffer sleeves, and SBDs it's so much harder to get used to with my squat. Like my techniques change, things
Mhm.
feel different. But right now, I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Training is starting to go better and better. So that's really nice. But my plan is to after I come back from an APF, definitely like I'm getting back into statistics. I'm just like it makes me so much stronger on squat, and it's like
Mm,
much easier for me compared to the SBD sleeves. So my plan is just to, go compete at NAPF, have fun, just do my best like I've always done. If I win, cool. If I don't, I'm gonna come back for more like I've always done. I'm not gonna stop until I win. Just gonna be
100%.
like that.
Absolutely
Yeah,
phenomenal
and
attitude. How have you
thank you.
how have you found the support of the community? You touched a little bit on it in terms of not being able to go to Commonwealth, because I just remember through our threads and the comments that were coming on our Instagram account, people have a lot of love for you. There's a lot of support,
Aw.
and I think there's a lot of love for you in the community, in the Canadian powerlifting community, and also internationally. What does that feel like for you?
It feels like it generally feels incredible because
Mm,
like you at the same time you're like I'm just lifting. Like what did I do to deserve like this type of love? Like from like people who just it's just amazing. It's like at first it's kind of baffling because you don't even understand why. You're just like, oh, I'm just lifting weights, like everyone else is being so nice. It's just absolutely amazing. Like I never in my life I would would have expected this because I was like, I used to play other sports
Mhm.
before, soccer, like, other stuff. People were not as nice
Yeah.
and as supportive as the powerlifting community for sure. And that for me, it was just like it was so amazing.
What do you think makes the powerlifting community so special?
That's a great question that I have to give a little thought to.
Okay, cool, 100%. Well, let me say this then. What is it about the powerlifting community that makes it so special for you?
For me, it's because it's like it's people who have the same dreams as me,
Mhm.
who are chasing the same dream. Oh, they want to be competitive, they want to do good, they want to improve themselves. It's just like you're seeing a bunch of like-minded people, and just being able to have people like that in your life, like who you can just like talk with about your dreams and stuff. It's just like it's amazing because you have people who actually understand you. They understand what you want with powerlifting, which is really nice.
Yeah, man,
Like
that's awesome. Yeah, 100%. And, I think it's the ones that you're competing against are the ones that are cheering the loudest for you because we all want to get stronger, right?
that's true.
Yeah. If you beat me because you're stronger than me, or you got a better you're getting your lifts in better than me, or you rehydrated, or you're able to cut weight and come back stronger. I think, and that's also something in powerlifting. Like the guys that you are competing against will share with you how they were able to get what they got. How they rehydrated, how they cut their weight, how they got those numbers. No one's keeping stuff for themselves, and I think that's something that's very, very special.
That's true. Like there's not much secrets
Mm,
in powerlifting. Like everyone is like very kind, just sharing like, oh yeah, this helped me a lot. Even if like I'm their competitors because they want me to do good, which then also motivates them to do better too. And like I feel this way with like my like all of my competitor. This year at nationals,
mm.
Tate who won. There was Alex, there was Sam, and there was Keegan. Like all of these people, they're absolutely incredible. They're super super nice, and they're super super supportive, and they just want to do their best, and they want you to do your best and compete against you. It's just absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's a very, very special sport. So we got a couple of fun questions that I like to ask the athletes about powerlifting, the coaches as well. So just for a bit of fun, I think we might have touched on one or two of these before, but first question, not too serious. What do you love about powerlifting?
Uh, well, the community would be
Hmm.
like the first answer, but like if I had to say something else, probably the feeling that you're getting better.
Sure.
Like that you can
Mm.
genuinely see that you're getting better. Like for the bodybuilding, it's hard to see.
Yeah.
Like you sometimes you look at yourself like for a month straight, 2 months straight, you just look completely the same. You don't even know if you're getting if you're getting leaner, if you're getting like towards your goal. But with powerlifting, like you're loading more weight on the bar, you're doing it easier. You're just like, I am getting stronger. And
Yeah.
that feeling of progression is like it feels absolutely amazing because you can actually see that all of your efforts that you're putting in is actually paying off. No
Yeah.
matter it's it's like long, but it's not as long as something as like bodybuilding.
Yeah.
In
And
like,
and bodybuilding's subjective, right? Because we all see ourselves in certain ways which may not be accurate,
mhm.
but the bar doesn't lie. The numbers on the bar don't
Exactly,
lie.
exactly.
You know if you got that lift or if you didn't get that lift. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly. That's
I
the
I
thing.
love that. That's such a valid, great point. And thank you for sharing. No one shared that yet on the podcast, so thank you for that, man. That was absolutely
Oh no,
awesome.
no worries.
From a light-hearted point of view, doesn't have to be too serious. What
Okay.
drives you mad about powerlifting? And we touched on the sleeves.
Yeah, no, the sleeves,
Yeah.
honestly, the sleeves, in my opinion, this is
Mm,
just what I think. I think if you're someone who needs to rely on sleeves to be strong, like that's a very, very bad mentality to have.
mhm.
I think you should be able to adapt to any situations. Like, oh, okay, you can't wear stiff sleeves. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna let it just oh, okay, I'm not gonna do squats anymore, or it's like
Mm-mm.
you're gonna start complaining about it, or guess what? You can just put on a pair of like softer sleeves and just get stronger. Like this,
Yeah.
like things are gonna happen, and you just need to adapt to them. So like the
Yeah.
sleeves, I don't think it's like I didn't like it didn't really bother me that much. It was just like, ah, okay, I can't wear the nicer feeling sleeve, but it didn't really change much for me. But the one thing that bothers me a lot about powerlifting, mm, it would be okay, it would be how should it would probably would be the judging is sometimes inconsistent at like local meets.
Right.
I would say maybe that.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very valid point because the challenge with and being a ref myself, and I'm a Cat 2 ref, which is great,
Mm,
but if you're not getting your eye in all the time. So you need a lot of platform experience, right? You need, it's that analogy. You got to be on the platform all the time. And again, referees are human. You have a break in concentration.
mhm,
You look away. You can't, this is the challenge. And what I would say to this is I would encourage everybody to become a referee, whether that's club or provincial or national or international, because if we have more referees, which means we can have more juries, and which means the referees have to. You know what
mhm.
it's like at a local comp or a club comp or even a regional. Most of the refs are doing all of the sessions. You get tired. It's a lot of
Yeah,
focus, a
that's
lot of
true.
concentration. So if you're able to just do one session and then rest for two sessions and come back, the standard will be better. So the way that we fix
That's
it, and
true.
it's a very, very valid point, the way that we fix it is we get more referees. And we get more referees
Mhm.
by guys stepping up and saying, cool, I want to do the referee. And no one wants to ref. No one wants to be shouted at. You don't want to be the one red
That's
lighting
true.
your mate, your friends. But you shift into the mind of you judge the lift and not the lifter. So, that if I
That's
could
true.
offer that, it's just, you know, making a suggestion there that's something that would be great. It looks like my camera has frozen. Can you
Yeah,
hear
your
me okay?
cameras.
So yeah, it just
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
it stopped recording. Let me
It's
try
just
and switch
frozen. Oh,
cams.
now
There
it
we go.
works.
All
It's
right,
good.
okay. This is why I have multiple cameras. So
Sometimes one frees up,
yeah, that's
switch to
it.
the other.
One freezes, so then I can switch to another one here. Yeah, it's completely lost
Mhm.
connection with the camera. So okay, but that's cool.
Ah,
All right, groovy. So Yumi, the third question is a little bit more serious, and to ask you, what is it? Excuse me. What is powerlifting given you?
it gave me a sense of purpose, something that I can work towards,
Yeah,
and not just like it gave my life meaning in a way that I have something to work towards to.
sure.
It gave me so many amazing friends. Like pretty much all of my best friends are from powerlifting because it's just like-minded people who understands you. So I think it would be a purpose and a community for me.
Okay, sure. I love that, man. And you've shared such valuable things and such wonderful insights. I'm very, very grateful that we finally had the opportunity to chat again. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Really, really cool.
Thank you.
For you, what are the dreams going forward within powerlifting? If you could achieve anything in the sport, what would it be?
It might sound a little like too I don't know. Yeah, like my dream would not be the best. It would not to be the best power lifter of all time. I would like sounds pretty funny.
Mm.
I would like to be the best Asian power lifter
Okay,
alive.
cool.
So I would like to my idol
Mm.
would 100% be Keenan.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would like to face off against him and win. That would be my dream. Just to go against him and win.
At Sheffield.
At at Sheffield, that would be crazy.
Hey, how cool would that be? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah. The,
Will be amazing.
Yeah, something to work towards. What one of the other
Exactly.
questions that we asked from a bit of a fun point of view, if you remember the ice bucket challenge where you had to nominate a friend to have the bucket
Yeah,
of
yeah,
water
yeah.
dumped on them. I've brought that in. So who would you like to nominate? I mean, hopefully we're not like having a bucket of water thrown on you. Who would you like to nominate to come onto the
Oh,
podcast to chat to us?
it has to be Claude.
Okay,
For
awesome.
sure, Claude.
Claude, done. Will you send me Claude's Instagram so we can reach out to him?
Absolutely, yes.
Epic.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So, Yumi, from your side, is there anything else that you would like to chat about? Anything you'd like to discuss?
Mm, I don't know. Like, I feel like you're interviewing everyone else, but no one is really interviewing you. So, like, I kind of would like to be the first one that, that ask something about you too.
Cool,
I
with
feel like
pleasure.
that would be
Go for it. What's that? What do you want to know?
how did you start your powerlifting journey and like what's the thing that's keeping you from doing like that makes you
Mm.
still do it?
So, I think, I've been sober for 18 years. I had a challenging childhood. I started drinking when I was 9 years old, and I drank until I was 36. So when I stopped drinking, and firstly, that's a great question. When I stopped
Mhm,
drinking, I went into a rehab program, which meant that I would go to work from 8 o'clock until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and from 4 o'clock until 7 in the evening, I would be at the rehab center working the program. It's what we call an
mhm,
outpatient rehab program, meaning that you're not in, you don't stay over for the night, you go home. So the first
mhm,
night I realized in that meeting, okay, I'm an alcoholic. I have to stop drinking. But Yumi, my entire life revolved around the bar. All of my friends were at the bar. It's where I spent my time after work. It's where I went in the, 9 o'clock on a
mhm,
Saturday. That's where I was first thing, and they would leave at 2 in the next morning and be back at 11 o'clock again. It was really a very, very big challenge. And the thing for me that I got me out of it, because being at home alone on my own after going into the rehab, to my meetings, coming home and not having anything to do, not having anything to fill the time, and I couldn't drink. So all of my bad thoughts and my negative thoughts, all of the hatred for myself and the loathing for myself that I had, and the reason that I drank, and the reason that I nearly tried, several times I came close to killing myself, those were all still there. So I needed something to fill that hole and that void. And I saw a documentary on Charles Atlas. Charles Atlas was a guy in the 1920s and 30s, or 30s and 40s. He started a training system called dynamic tension. He was a skinny guy. He got bullied, and he developed this
mhm,
dynamic tension system because he couldn't afford weights. So it was how to work, like where you push one muscle against the other. And I started to do that, and I started one push up, Yumi. I could do one
mhm,
push up on the first day. That's what bad shape I was in. And from that, I started to go and pull out all of my old men's health magazines, like fitness magazines, and read them and research. And where the story's going is the exercise and the training gave me purpose. It gave me meaning. It gave me a way to prove to myself that I could become more, right? As you said, you can lift
mhm,
more, you can evolve, and it became progressive from one push up to 5 push ups to 30 push ups. You could
mhm.
track it. I could know I was getting better, as you said.
Exactly.
And that's really where I fell in love, and I understood how valuable it is. 3 years later, I was in insurance. 3 years later, I left the insurance industry and I opened my gym. And with that mindset of understanding that sport is about growth, we have the opportunity to challenge ourselves beyond anything else available to us in our daily lives. That's a quote from Brian Enos, who's a sports psychologist, a top sharpshooter in Utah. So for me, why this is so important, I've never spoken to anyone in this community that hasn't said that they love the community and how valuable it is. And we all need a good community to belong to. We all need a reason to get up in the morning. We all need a place to go where we can see that we're getting better, as you said, right? Going to the gym, getting that progress, getting better every day. And we all need places and people that we can hang out with that help us become the best that we can, that help us become the best versions of who we are, and enable us to not sit on a couch with our gun.
Absolutely.
I sat on my couch with my gun in my mouth, asking God to give me the courage to kill myself. I've been in that dark place, and this is what got me out. And that's why I want to share this with the world. So it's that simple.
That's absolutely amazing, man. Like like it had such a big impact on me, but like it had a much bigger impact on you, and it's like crazy to see like how it's sport. It's simple sport where you just
Yep.
lifting the bar could change your life so much. It's absolutely insane.
It's crazy, hey? And it's so wonderful.
Mm.
And dude, look at this. I get to hang out with you. We get to chat online. It's Sunday morning for you, it's Sunday evening for me. But we get to chat and we get to share our stories and our experiences. I had some fantastic people that I was chatting to today as well. I spoke to 3 cancer survivors who have used
Wow,
powerlifting to help, bring quality and purpose to their lives and get healthy and have a passion. So it's really, for me, best sport in the world. I absolutely love it, and I'm
for
very
me too,
grateful to
man.
be part of it.
Absolutely
So
for me
yeah,
too.
and just thank you for asking the question, dude. Very cool.
No problem, no problem.
So very, very awesome. We're looking forward. What comps have you got coming up? Are there any plans for competitions?
Oh yeah, I got an international competition coming up, the
Okay.
North American.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I have the North Americans coming up.
Mm.
I'm like once again on on Team Canada.
Yeah.
So I
Awesome.
have that
Congrats.
coming up.
Hang on.
Thank you very
Got to do
much.
that.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
But I have that coming up. Afterwards, I have Nationals 2026, which I will I'm gonna try and do my best to get first place and go to Worlds. That's just
Okay.
my goal for next year.
Epic,
Just go to
epic,
Worlds.
epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we look forward to, please, if you can, when you're at nationals at the American comp, please let us know so we can chat to you either before you compete or afterwards. We'd love to talk to you
Okay,
and
that would be
find out
great.
how it went and how it goes. So that's going to be absolutely, absolutely awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's the meet is gonna be like absolutely amazing.
Mm,
Like I get to see like people that like when I first started watching powerlifting, like when I just started powerlifting, I was watching people, big names like Taylor Atwood. I'm sure you know
mm,
Taylor
mm.
Atwood. He's going to be at the North Americans.
Sure.
He's going to be competing there. There's also Sean Noriega, who's also like a very, very famous lifter that a lot of people know that I've been watching his content for a very long time. He's going to be there too. And yeah, just like I get to see all these people that I've been watching for for years,
Yeah.
for like
And,
it's crazy to think
and,
about.
and to share a platform with them, right? I mean, how
Absolutely. Like
phenomenal.
it's I'm not just seeing them. I'm actually like competing on the same platform as them. It's just like they were my idols at one point and I get to like compete alongside them. That's just pretty crazy.
It's so cool where you get to put your tracksuit on during the medal ceremony and you're
Oh yeah.
standing there against the banner and you're just looking left and right at these amazing athletes and just it's mind blowing. It's something that's very, very special. And then the opportunity to stand on that podium with a gold medal around your neck and hear your national anthem is something very special. And I look forward to you experiencing that very soon.
I really
All right,
hope I
deal.
can. I really hope I
Yeah,
can.
no, we've got your back,
Yeah.
man. The
Thank
guys
you.
here in South Africa, absolutely. I mean, we're looking forward to watching what you do, and I'm also holding thumbs, working hard to get over to Canada for Commonwealth,
Mhm.
and looking forward to seeing you there in person and chatting
Yeah,
there
that's nice.
as well, dude.
Man, I can't wait. It would be so nice.
Be,
I gotta work hard next year,
yep,
make sure I get to go to Commonwealth. And man, after our competition, we definitely gotta like do something.
absolutely.
It's just
You have a deal.
it would be yep.
Phenomenal. Oh,
Perfect.
Yuri, thank you, dude, for your time. I really appreciate it. It's been awesome to chat
Thank
to
you
you.
very much.
And I'm so glad we were able to get it together this year and get it sorted
Yeah.
out. So thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Uh,
Thank you for having me, and it's just like it's such an
My
amazing
pleasure.
opportunity and experience. It's just like I get to talk about my experiences, and I get to hear so many different perspectives. It's like thank you for this opportunity.
Uh,
Like I really appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure and my honor, dude. Thank you. I look forward to chatting to you soon. So
Look
keep
forward to
in
chatting
touch.
with you.
Let us know how North Americans go, whether you want to chat
I
before
absolutely
or
will.
after. All right, cool, dude.
Will do.
Awesome.
Perfect, man.
Yumi,
Thank you
thank
so
you for
much.
your time, dude.
Have a great night.
You too, bro. Take
Take
care.
care.
Cheers. Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Thank you, Yumi. That was Yumi Huang from Canada. Absolutely phenomenal. Really upset I didn't get to chat to him or meet him at Commonwealth last year, but looking forward to seeing him next year and chatting with him soon. Wearing this was supposed to be red, but it didn't really come out like that. Chatting for the Canadian colors, but we're going to be chatting to Peter from Holland, one of the coaches, in about 20, 25 minutes. So stay with us, come back, grab a cup of coffee, join us. Then we look forward to you chatting with us then when we chat with Coach Peter from, is it Netherlands, Amsterdam, Holland? I mean, Netherlands or Holland, I can never get that right. We'll ask Peter. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. And we will see you in about 15, 20 minutes. So stay close to the channel, the Instagram, and the YouTube account. From the Emmett Media Studio in Johannesburg, I'm Nicholas Ingel. We do this for you guys because we love you. Oos.